42, the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe and everything. Shorter chapter this week, but I still was trying to pack quite a bit into this chapter. Obviously it starts off with Marie there in the shifting sands and her existential crisis about getting out of her comfort zone, getting out of the place, the only place that she's ever known, and for the greater good, but she's not sure if she can do it. And she's forced here to consider something she's never ever considered before, and that is leaving her own small world. And I was really pleased when I came up with that phrase in the core of her programming, I serve drinks, therefore I am. A slight rewording of Eric Idle from the Philosopher's Song, but still, I'll take it. Also, of course, down in engineering, Mr. Abara and Devereaux show up. I was trying to do a number of things with that scene where they fix the primary, or they clear the overload on the primary navigation modules. I wanted it to tick a number of boxes and see what you think. I don't know whether I have, but what I was aiming for there was firstly to advance the story and get that step on the process one step closer to you know, the day being saved. I also wanted to plant that seed of conflict about the deserter returning to the fold, and certainly Misaku is pretty annoyed about his shifting loyalties and showing up again out of nowhere. I wanted to advance things with our would-be lovebirds. I wanted them to work together in a collaborative fashion and to come a little bit closer through that, and also to share that rather rare sense of humour, which is incredibly nerdy, in-joke sense of humour that brings them closer together, and no one else can follow it, but hopefully it's bringing Abara and Devereaux closer together. Also wanted to have Salazar and Singh step back and the ice between them to thaw a bit, or at least for them to start talking to each other, and so it's just planting the seeds of the two enemy sides coming together and working for the common good, both with the actual repair job and also with Salazar and Captain Singh's observation of it. I also wanted to cram a few gags in there. The unnecessarily convoluted language of the repair process is, I just thought, how thick can I lay it on with all of these gadgets and all of this techno-babble and all of these terms, and I thought, oh well, this time around I'm going to go for broke and just put ridiculous sci-fi gadget on top of ridiculous sci-fi gadget on top of ridiculous sci-fi gadget, and hopefully, and also in the end make that part of the joke as well, where they mistake one ridiculous sci-fi gadget for another ridiculous sci-fi gadget, and it's hilarious to both of them who are on the inside. Yes, they get that first part of the process done fairly quickly, and he doesn't quite feel brave enough to show his affection in a physical way, so he gives her a punch on the arm, and good old Miss Le Guin always sees the bright side of everything. I'm not sure whether I've mentioned this before, but it's always I always enjoy doing these little videos because it puts a real button and a closure on the chapter, and it feels like a great sense of achievement. After I finish a chapter, I copy it across to the blog, and then I do this video, and then I edit it, you know, putting the caption down the bottom, and the fade to black at the start and the fade to black at the end, and the little title card telling you what chapter and what date it is, and then I upload it to YouTube and schedule it for when it's meant to go out. And it feels like a real sort of weight off my shoulders and a real milestone, and I'm just ticking off another of these 52 boxes. So it's always, whenever I record these and I come to do these, I'm always in a, not always, but I'm generally in a good, happy mood, feeling the glow of achievement of meeting another one of the 52 deadlines on this. So there we are, 42, so obviously only another 10 to go. I am a little bit ahead of time at the moment, which is another good feeling as well, but yes, on we go with hopefully tying up together all the loose ends, bringing the story to a satisfying conclusion on the larger scale and on the smaller emotional scale simultaneously, and hopefully delivering a few more twists and turns and surprises before chapter 52. This was always ambitious. It never wasn't ambitious, and sometimes it's too ambitious, but hey, as I've always said, this might be the only novel I ever write, so I'm just going to throw everything into it and mix it all up and see what happens. Alright, that's the end of chapter 42. See you next week for chapter 43.